Hi all, welcome back to more D-Day at Tarawa. This will be my part 31. Still the same night as part 30. I wasn't sure I was going to get back, but yeah, not quite sure I'll get a full part done here, but we'll see. I might do. Depends how. I think I could probably finish this turn, so, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, didn't think I was going to get an answer to my question tonight, and that's why I was maybe just going to leave it. However, I just came to check. Just recently, I got a reply from John Brown, and yeah, it's just Grant reading the things the way he does sometimes. Pretty sure, in particular, John highlights. As usual, I probably should have his comment up there, but it just come in recently, to be honest. And where are we? Here's the assault action. He highlights the fact that a Japanese unit will only move to a non-position hex if it has units in its field of fire. And basically, it's got the unit in its field of fire and it's moving into that unit to close combat. So it doesn't, however, look that way when it's not got units in its field of fire. And it is in here, because yeah, I highlighted this back to John and replied to him, and the bit that was getting me was closest to the nearest US unit, and I think I started getting distracted into that, but read this. It says, if a Japanese occupied inland position has no US units in its field of fire, move the Japanese unit and depth marker to a position hex. No more than 3 hex. Right, we could stop there, because the bit I'm reading afterwards is the bit that starts confusing me. But it says, move the Japanese unit and depth marker to a position hex. You know, that's it. And then I start reading on, no more than 3 hexes away from its current position and closest to the nearest US unit. And this is a bit that's thrown me a little bit. And yeah, sometimes things like that I just can't get my head around, and I still can't get my head quite around that part. I'm not sure why. Whether it's the way some things can be written. No more than 3 hexes away from its current position and closest to the nearest US unit. Well, okay, it has to be a position hex, Grant, and this is what you thought, and why you didn't read that and grasp that, I don't know. I think I just got focused on the last part of the sentence there, and that's what kind of drew me away from it. No more than 3 hexes away from its current position and closest to the nearest US unit. I wish I could see some examples of that, basically. I think that would probably clear it up for me. However, the position that we're in, I've got this little red cube, we can take that away now. So we're double A action, yellow, and I was quite comfortable in the fact that I was moving to here or here, and I'm going to end up close combating, because we don't have US units in our field of fire. And then this drew me a little bit and started thinking about it, but it clearly does say a position hex, and this is not a position hex, even though it's the closest unit to them. And like I've already said, if this was in its field of fire, we wouldn't be carrying out the second half of this action, we'd be carrying out the first part of this action, and it would go there. Even if this had the yellow steady fire, or intense fire for that matter, then this unit would move into there, and then they would conduct close combat within, and the colour would be yellow from where it's come from, because that is the closest. But it's not. Once it moves into the second half of this action, it needs to go to a position hex. If it happens to land in a position hex and there's a US unit there, it will close combat. And that's what I was going to do at first, like I say. So thanks, John. I'm still a little bit. I could see some other scenarios coming up here where I could still be a little confused by this. If there was a position hex here, I mean, if there was a position hex here or here or here, would this unit move into that rather than into the US unit? I think that's what would happen here. And the thing is, let's just say there was... Right, hold on. Maybe I'm getting this now. Let's just say there was a position hex here. And there was a position hex here. Then he could move to that one. He's getting closer to that. However, this one is the closest to. So maybe if there was one there and there, he would move to here. Maybe that's what that closest to bit comes into it. Maybe. Okay. Right, well, we'll leave that for now. And it might come up a bit more later. But again, I think it's a bit of me reading things in a different way. However, when I reread that, when John highlighted that it's only it's only when there's when they have units in their field of fire that they would move to a non-position hex. So when he read that out to me, and I was like, right, okay. And then I read that again, and it clearly says to a position hex, and this is not a position hex. These two are. Okay, so if we come back to that, I think I'm getting to choose. If two or more are eligible, two or more eligible positions are equidistant from the nearest US unit. Yeah, see, again, it's talking nearest US unit there, so... Yeah, move to the position closest to the Japanese unit's current position, then you choose. Yeah, I don't think that's difficult, Grant. I think you're just not quite... Yeah, just not quite reading it right. So, I don't want to start trying to work out examples. I'm sure we'll get there. It's not really that difficult, that one, is it? I think I made that one harder than I needed to. Right, so he's going to move. He's either going to move to here or here, and because these are both the same distance away from where he started, it's going to be my choice. Well, I've already said that it's not just because this is a one-step unit and this is a two. It's mainly because if this guy goes in here and he succeeds at close combat on us, brown is on the card and he's going to undisrupt. Whereas if he does it here, blue is not on the card and he's not going to undisrupt. I mean, that does mean I'm putting a stronger unit up against him. I mean, this is a heavy infantry unit as well, which is... You know, I would prefer this to have been a 3-strength two-step unit than a 4, but, well, it is what it is. I still think I should choose this. And we might get into the shenanigans where I continue the close combat rather than retreat. Not retreat, withdraw. But if I was to withdraw and into the likes of this hex here, then this guy, he's going to end up in here disrupted. Oh, and that is the other thing. He's going to be disrupted when it comes the time for us to check our command post. And it stresses that it needs to be, let's just double check that one. 16.32. A command post in the field of fire of a non-disrupted Japanese unit may not command US units. In such a situation, the CP's range marker retains its current position in the command track, but its range may not be increased. Non-disrupted. So if that guy's in there and he's disrupted, then we get to move that up by 1 and we get to command. So there's that as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to select that. Whether I go close combat, the whole hog or whatever, we shall see. So he's going to assault into here. I get it zoomed in there a little bit. So he's coming from this hex. However, the battle is not going to be in yellow. The battle is going to be in blue. And we're going to have another close combat in there. A lot of assaulting going on. Right, let's do it. Right, so here we go. Close combat again. We have a unit with just 2 steps. Nothing more doing. We're going to get 2 cards. 2 of the best. Well, the last couple of close combats we've had a chance to do something and just not been able to draw the colour. which is kind of sad, but anyway. Right, and then, sorry, I should have revealed these first, but anyway, well, we're going to get around there, aren't we? Now, that's a 2 with a CC, so maybe not such a good start, although hopefully this is just a 1. That is just a 1, that's good. So that doesn't give them that extra card, and it's not got CC either. Okay, so they will get some cards here. They will get 1 for the unit, 1 for the depth marker, that's 2, 1 because they're attacking, that's 3, and 1 because they've got a CC on the card, that's 4. So not 5 this time. 1, we're sticking together a bit somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because he's not got the 4 strength this time. They're attacking, they've got a CC, and the unit and the depth. So 4 cards. We've got 2, they've got 4. Right, and the combat is happening in blue. Okay. Right, let's get down to that then. So no blue. No blue. I've been lucky about the starting card just not becoming the colour that's needed. So now they're down to 3 cards and I'm 2, and I'm again, I don't know, maybe I should be withdrawing here. You know, I mean, maybe I should here. This is a pretty strong unit. I could get out of that hex. Okay, I'd be out disrupted, but I'm leaving that guy in there disrupted. He's not affecting me. So what state is he? He's a 2. Well, you know what? He's got to be CC'd, but then that's me doing it on my terms. This is a tougher choice, this one. What have we got here to go in? And remember, we will get command from, however, we've got a hero here anyway, haven't we? See, he's only a two-step unit. With a hero, that'd be 3 cards. Well, technically, you could... Right, that's relevant. So blue fires into there, blue fires into there. Right, hang on a second. As I'll tell you what, if I'm not going to get my support markers for these, I might well be just carrying on this combat. So if he goes there and he's disrupted, am I getting my support markers? I get the feeling I'm not. It doesn't care about being disrupted. I think we've looked at this before, Grant. Well, that could force my hand, I think. Support. Where are we? During the engineer and HQ phase of each turn, you receive 1 support mark for each engineer unit with support capability in it. Like the beach hex bit, doesn't matter. From which it can trace US communication and not in an enemy field of fire. Yeah, it doesn't say. I mean, it would say if it needed to be disrupted, surely, because for the command post, it says a command post in the field of fire of a non-disrupted Japanese unit. Surely it would say there if I was getting my support marker. So we're not going to gain support if that guy finishes there, whether he's disrupted or not. So does that not just wake you up and make you want to go kind of crazy? Well, it kind of does. You know what? This game's just hating me anyway, I think. Or I feel that way. I feel like I've got some bits, some things have happened for me, I guess. I probably, some of you might be looking and saying, well, you got away with this and you got that and that happened and this happened. And I feel like there have been moments, but it does feel like there's been a lot of the not moments. And just to lose out yet again on 2 support, and we've just landed this guy. What's going to happen here, by the way? This is green. This is red with R action. Does he have units in his field of fire? Yes. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead because that's in red as well. Circle diamond. Is he just going to fire? The reason I want to know this is because I don't want something else assaulting me from the other side and then find it out. See, this might happen. This might assault. Although it might just... well, no. Oh, well, yeah. It will. Hang on. Right. Check for the R action first. R inland. It's got US units in the field of fire. Yeah, so it's going to resupply and fire. So it's got depth. So that's just going to fire. And then blue's not on the card. But this is coastal. And it's a double. Yellow. Coastal A with US units in its field. That's going to fire. I think that's a triangle. That is, isn't it? That is a triangle. I'll just look, Grant. I don't want to look because I know it's a triangle. It's not a circle. It might be a diamond, but no, it's a triangle. I'm sure of it. Oh, it's a diamond. Oh, I was wrong, and I'm glad I was wrong. Yeah, no. That's a result. See? Some of you are saying, see, Grant, you got away with that there. It's not all bad. So yeah, it's a coastal position. US units in its field of fire. With the A action, it's just going to fire. And there's nothing in the water. The water's over the other side of the pier. So it's just going to fire and it's not going to hit that. So nothing else is going to affect us. Apart from this guy. Okay. Well, does that not... some of these things looked a bit better there, Grant. Have you not calmed down and started realising that withdrawal might be the better option here? Well, no, not really, because I'm losing out my support markers and I feel like I want them. I need them. I get the feeling you're going to regret this. Because even the first hit for them is going to take away his 1 strength flanking depth marker. Which, if this was a 1 with the CC and this was a 2 with a flanking, well, no, does it really make any difference? Maybe not really. Well, maybe yes, because... well, no. Depends what happens to your guy, innit? Because if I withdraw that guy to there, we can maybe have a flanking situation, There's some of you saying, I don't know why you're hesitating, Grant, because you know you're going to go for it. It's just... it's always quite tempting, the close combat. I do really kind of feel like this is the wrong choice this time, though. I've got 2 cards, he's got 3. I draw my card. Okay, let's say I hit. He's still got 2 cards left. If he hits me, though, he only reduces that by 1 and removes my last card. Whereas then, it doesn't matter because he's got 1 card left. If I say I'm going to withdraw, he's going to reveal the card anyway. So none of that kind of works, Grant. For this to work, I've got to hit him and then he's got to miss on the return. It's such a tough choice, these things. Of course, the other way, if I withdraw now, he gets to reveal this card. let's just say it's got blue on it, and then, well, I'm not going to see that card, am I? Because if I withdraw, I'm not going to look at this card. But then I'm maybe going to check what this card's going to be when it comes out. And if it was blue on it, I would get a hit on him and then remove that blue card. Yeah, but yeah. So I'll just random bunch of cards, Grant, innit? Right, I might regret. I was almost about to withdraw there, and then again I was like, no, I'm losing out the two support markers. No, I want to try and have a go at this. Because if I get lucky, I stop him. Or he doesn't eliminate me and I stay in the hex and he's got to retreat. You know, if we end by exhaustion, then I get away with it and I stay in the hex and then I get my support markers. That's what it's all about. Whether that's the wrong way of thinking it. Right, I'm going with it. Right, we want blue. Come on, blue. Yes. Look, we've got a Naval Artillery Blast. Well, I tell you what, the last time we had this event, we got hit by it. But remember, I've got to draw another card now, and it's got to be a blue diamond for it to hit us. If it is not a blue diamond and it's a blue something else, does it need to be blue? Then they take a hit, I'm sure. That's how that works, isn't it? Let's get the rule book for us, just in case. Well, I'm happy to see the blue on the card for sure. Just hope the event doesn't mess me up. Naval Artillery Blast. Draw a card from the draw deck, not the close combat draw piles. If the card does not show the colour of the CC hex, there's no event. Yeah, okay. If the card shows the colour of CC hex and the target symbol of any US unit in the close combat, we only have the one unit and it's a diamond. So if it's a blue diamond, we'd remove one step from that unit. Your choice of more than one unit is the same symbol. If no US units in close combat have the target symbol shown in the card, eliminate the depth marker from the Japanese force in the close combat. If no depth marker, eliminate the Oh, I tell you what. If we draw blue on this card from the draw pile, not from any of these, and it's not a diamond, we're winning this. That's going away, and then we're hitting them. That's what's going to happen, isn't it? So the event is not going to remove a card from them, is it? Eliminate the depth marker of the Japanese force in the close combat. If no depth marker, eliminate the Japanese unit. Right, so here's the thing. I want to see blue on this card. So the event happens first before we get to hit him. So I'm going to draw another card and I want to see blue on this card, but I don't want it to be a blue diamond. A blue circle, a blue triangle. Just not a blue diamond, okay? Here we go. Look at the triangle. That's only just a bit of blue. Right, so that's a no event. Right, so no event, but now we come back to the hit. We hit him. He discards a card. I'm hoping it's blue. Oh, man. Well, I tell you what. It's not blue, but look. That's relevant. So we'll take that. However, that's now two cards he's drawn that have not been blue. So he discards a card and we get rid of his depth marker. Almost inland depth. Right. So depth marker's gone. Right. Well, we've still got a chance. He's got two cards left. We've got one. But what's the chances of I'm drawing three cards on the trot that don't have blue? And the thing is, he's going to take our last card away if he gets blue. There's a chance I can still survive the battle if one of these cards is not blue, because if he hits me once, I go down to one step. But if both these cards are blue, then I'm doomed. Right, here goes. Not blue, please. Here we go. Oh, it's not. No event again as well, because I've seen that reinforce. I thought, Don't do that to me. Don't give him another death back. No blue. Grant, you're in. You're in with a shot. Come on. I take it all back about this game. It's fine if you give me the blue here. If you give me the blue. Here we go. Yes! Woo! And no event. Wow. Well, there we go. And again, please believe me. I know, I dare say some people watching these things must think, yeah, you've set that up and made it so it works. And I honestly would not do that. But then, yeah, I could be saying that, and you could be saying, yeah, you're bound to say that. Actually, loses his last card, so I'm quite curious. Oh my. He had not one blue, and the one card he did have was Reinforce, which we discarded from him. He had not one blue card at all. How about that? And this gets eliminated now. What happens to this now? Because we're into turn 17. And we never lost a step. Amazing. Ending close combat by elimination. Place elite units eliminated in close combat in the eliminated units box. Remove all non-elite. Okay, so it doesn't differentiate there. To be honest, I'm not sure they come back now anyway. They go in the eliminated units box, and we're past the night turn anyway, so I don't know. I'll put it there face up. They're the ones that I don't want to reveal them because, yeah, you might say that, well, you now know what some of them are. I wouldn't have a clue, but, you know, we revealed them all first, so you could probably, these guys with photographic memory could probably deal with it. So yeah, that card's done as well. Wow. Best close combat ever. Well, the fact they never had one colour. So that's where the close combat happened. We're fine and dandy where we are. Okay, the one downside is we're disrupted, but I tell you what, I would have taken that if you'd said to me, we're going to eliminate that unit and Depth Marker Grant, and you're going to be disrupted and not lose any steps. How do you feel about that? I'd be like, yes, okay, let's have that. And that comes away as well. Yes. Okay, it looks like the night's going to end much more, when we're feeling much more better about things. However, we've not quite finished this. Well, I think I've checked along to here where my units are. Oh, have you? Have you? I think you're going to get a reinforcement there and a fire. Right, stop just now, Grant. That was back here. That was the yellow position here. Yeah. What we've not remembered, well, I've just remembered, is this red position. Because they were both in the same line going right to left, and I'm looking at the yellow first on the card, because that's how it should be done. However, this is now probably going to redeploy to here, I think. So it's actually that's a coastal position. Coastal R. It will redeploy though now because it's turn 11. And fire. It's closest US unit. 7. 8. Okay. So that's 7. I think that's still going to be closer, isn't it? That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not any closer. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So it's going to move to there. Yeah, I want a different colour, etc. So that moves down to there. That's then moved out to another artillery position. I see. It would fire there as well, but there's nothing for it to hit. So, but that's a tough looking bit there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Moving along from there, purple's not in the card. Yellow is empty, but not within 2. This is green, not in the card. This is red. Yeah, I've already looked though, I think, because that's got US units in its field of fire. It's got a diamond in a circle, triangle on the card. It's inland R. It's just going to resupply and fire. It's got a depth marker. It's just going to fire. It's not going to hit anything. So we get lucky there. And I think we checked this as well, didn't we? Because we jumped ahead a little bit. This is yellow, so double A on the coast. US units in its field of fire. This guy, yeah, because I thought this was a triangle for sure. I really did. I really thought that was. Oh, no, it's okay. This is intense yellow. But that would need to be the hero symbol. That would need to be a star to hit that. So it's going to fire normally, and that's not a triangle. It doesn't fire into there. So he fires into there and there, but it would need the star to be able to hit this. Even though it's an intense, headquarters are fine. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Starting to doubt things. Yeah, because the two new games brought that rule, changed that rule a bit. The Iwo Jima and Saipan changed that a bit, and they could be a hit, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's okay. Yeah. So moving along, this is purple not on the card. This is blue not on the card. Right, yeah, this is an empty red within 2. So that's going to reinforce and fire. I think I checked, it's not. So that is an inland, unoccupied inland, place reserve unit and death marker in the position, and then fire. It's in Japanese communication. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to roll. I'm going to roll a d8. I've not got a d8. Right, give me a sec. Right, so I do have a d8 now. So yeah, I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for roll 8. An 8 I will re-roll. So here we are. A 6. Right. So that's going to be our reserve. Now he comes in with depth. It's that red position. So it's going to be inland depth. So I'll bring the depth in first, obviously. Into there. And then position 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be that one there. There we go. Now there was a couple of them that were non-elites, weren't they? And I'll just shimmy that along a bit and we'll bring that guy down and move them about a little bit. There we go. Right, and he would fire, but there's nothing in his field to fire, so all good there. Moving on. Brown, right, this is a double brown. He would just fire normally, but he will hit leaders. Oof, for a moment there. As brown fires into there, this is a circle. Brown does not fire into there, unfortunately. Well, that would have been bad. And yeah, and then moving on. Right, so the rest of the positions, we can look at the positions, but anything that's empty is not going to be within 2. So we've got red R. Yeah, actually, that's going to redeploy. Yeah, no, yeah, so it's field fire. 1, 2, 3. He can go to there. That's clearly going to be his move, isn't it? So he's going to move along this brown position now. Yeah, moving in. This is blue, not in the card. This is red as well. So he's going to redeploy to just into that purple position. I very much doubt that's going to be getting closer, Grant. No, I think it's a purple position. Do you want to count them out? Right, yeah, the yellow position is exactly the same amount as what he is from there. So he can't stretch any further. He can't get into here. This is occupied, so he's going to move into that purple position. 1 hex closer. This is yellow. Well, finally that's green, but that's a... Oh, no, it's need to be a double yellow anyway. It needs to be a double yellow if it was going to... I don't think it does anything anyway. Right, no artillery on the card. What's be done with that Japanese fire card? Yeah, that did go pretty well, didn't it? Although it felt like things were going against me again. But right, disruption wise, before we chuck that, what is this? This is in brown. Yeah, no, he gets the undisrupt, doesn't he? Is that the one that went and assaulted? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? And he gets to remove the disruption. I'm not sure I like that rule. Maybe somebody might tell me the reason for it. I don't think I like that one. I think I've started to make that clear. But maybe there's a good reason for it. Like I say, maybe somebody could explain the reasoning for it. And I would say, okay, fair enough. I guess it's just like there's bad enough things happen here. You just don't need to add the little things, that's all. Right, where are we at? 36 minutes. Well, I very much doubted it was going to take me 36 minutes to finish that Japanese fire phase anyway. But it did. So let us maybe draw an event and do the US engineer, but I don't think I'll take on the US action phase tonight. So let's draw a second event card. Right, I think we got through that Japanese fire phase, so let's not spoil it. So turn 17, second event. Here we go. Make it good, please. Okay. I think that's... Well, actually, no. Because that could hit your units, Grant. So, unexpected US naval fire hits position, diamond B1, triangle C5, circle E6. Does it hit all the positions with these symbols? Well, I'm not sure. I've had that event before, or if I have, maybe playing before. Unexpected, right? So there's a bit to read here. Let's come across. It looks like there's quite a bit in this. Oh, drawing other cards, right? Okay. Maybe what the symbol is will tell us what position it hits. So I think that's maybe it, right? So unexpected US naval fire hits position. Draw a fire card to randomly determine which of the three positions is hit by a barrage of US naval artillery fire. The position listed on the event card with the target selector shown at the fire card is hit. Right, okay, so we draw the card. If it's a diamond, it's B1. If it's a triangle, it's C5. If it's a circle, it's E6. Right. If a Japanese unit is in the position, it is disrupted and its depth marker any is eliminated. Okay. If US units are in the position, draw a second fire card. Okay, that's nice then. One US unit in the position with the target symbol on the second card must lose a step. If no units in the position of the target symbol on the second fire card, the fire has no effect. If no units are in the position, the fire has no effect. Leaders are not affected. The fire does not cost you a naval fire marker. Okay, shall we look at the positions first? Yeah, I think that's more fun. So we want to check B1, C5, and E6. So B1, right, I can never work it. B1's got nothing in it. This might be far in. There's B1 there. Oh, there's C5. Alright, let's just forget it. Where's E6 then? E6 is our only chance, because that's nothing, that's nothing. Oh, there's E7. I like the more look of this one. E4. E6. Oh, he's a juicy target. So that's the only thing that can happen. So I'm going to draw another fire card, and I need it to be shown a circle. Is that right? Draw a fire card randomly determine the position listed on the event card with the target selector shown on the fire card is hit. Yeah. So I need to draw. I'm going to draw a card, and it needs to be a circle. If it's not a circle, nothing's getting hit. Ah, damn you. Okay. So that's doing nothing then, isn't it? Was the diamond would have been B1 then, so that's where the naval artillery fire hit. Yeah, that's a shame. I was going to the disruption probably wouldn't have done that, and it's far enough away, but removing the depth, you know what? I'm sure it would be building new depth soon. Well, I suppose the more you cycle through these depth markers, the better, eh? You know, once they're away, they can't come back, so. Right, so I'm going to just finish the night off with a US engineer and HQ phase, and we're hopefully going to do it properly this time. I've been cheating for the last 3 turns or so. So, yeah, remind me of the order. I think it's support markers first, isn't it? It's not in there, is it? Right, I don't know where I am here. Hang on. It's further on, isn't it? Yeah. I think it was later on in the book. Yeah, yes, yeah, there it's there. I was at the right bit. Take a support marker for each eligible engineer unit with support capability in a beach hex. Right, so hopefully now we have this guy. He doesn't need to be in a beach hex. He needs to be able to trace communication, and he needs to not be in the field of fire of a Japanese unit. That's blue field of fire. Blue is there, and that was the worry here was if that guy had close combated us, I wouldn't have got that. So I'm getting 1 support marker there, and then the other one's in here. It could trace communication, no problem, into this hex. It is in blue and brown. Brown is there, so all good. So that's 2 support markers. And then the other one is still good on the other side here. So he is here. He's in yellow and... Oh, I had a panic there for a moment, thinking that. But no, yellow is here. So he's in yellow and blue. Yellow's there, blue. Yeah, he can trace communication. 3 support markers. Yes. That's what we want. What I'm going to do with them, I don't know. But I've got 3 of them. So let us ponder on that. Well, one of the things we can do right in this part of the turn is remove disruption. The only unit I've got disrupted is here. Can I see that guy moving? Wanting to move? Any of that? Oh, that's nice that we've got rid of that. Look, we can move in. We've left that guy there to flank. Well, Grant, can't you get somebody into there? You can. And you should. But the thing is, it's 3 hex moves, so it's got to be this guy or this guy. So maybe I might want to undisrupt that guy. He's not got demolitions, and I'm not going to look at my wee card yet, but that needed demolitions and flanking. Did we get to see all of that? I'm going to have to look at my wee card now. E4. E4 says it's got a strength of 1, it's got flanking and demolitions, but the depth marker was unknown. We didn't know what the depth marker was, so fair enough. See, the hero's not going to... Well, the hero could get here, Grant. The other guy could be here flanking. The other thing is, though, get this position. Well, and again, the only two guys that can do that are this one and this one. And I want to say this one's probably the one that you want to do it with, because will he be able to trace? That's a two-step unit. If I've got a two-step unit there, can communication be traced to there? Yeah, it can, because this is only a one-step unit. But but I might well. I mean, okay, that's a little bit risky moving that guy, but I might well move that into there just to cover it. Yeah, I don't think this is a. So that is tempting me to remove that disruption, actually. Sorry, I should have zoomed in there a little bit. Done my usual. Start talking about things, and it's better when it's in close, I think. It lets you see things a bit better. So yeah, wanting to move into there. And the 3x move is not, as long as I don't go adjacent to this. So I go 1, 2, 3. And yeah. Me moving into 10 shield there, this is unoccupied. That's okay, isn't it? That doesn't have to be, what is it? Move. A unit must end its move if it enters a hex in the intense field of fire of a non-disrupted enemy position. There you go. So even if this was disrupted, I would be able to go one. Well, no, I would have to stop adjacent to it, but I can move right into that with one of these two guys. So yeah, do it. And the other thing I can do here is garrison then, yeah. Oh, actually, I'm forgetting we've got wild cards as well, Grant. So you move that guy into there, carry out the flank attack. You know, you might, yeah. Right, I'm going to spend 1 to undisrupt that guy. So I've got 2 support markers left. So do I want to garrison? Or do I want to keep them for either free actions or wild cards? I feel like I'd like to definitely keep 1 for a wild card. What's going to happen down here? Oh, yeah. 6, 11, 12. Right, I need to know what that is. D3, because we had him exposed as well, didn't we? Boo! Right, he's an elite. He's got 3 strength. Oh, he's the one that's just, he doesn't have any weapon requirements. And his depth is 2 with flanking. So, the thing is, well, hang on. He has, the unit gets doubled. Yeah, the depth does not. So he's going to be 6 strength. When I reveal him, he's going to be 6. So if I attack him with 11, right, how does that work? Because how does it work about revealing the depth marker? Why are we looking at this right now? I don't know. Oh, there's another question then, Martin, because you seem to be the one that's answering these things regarding the heroes and wildcards. If I attack with this unit who's got the hero, I would assume I couldn't use another wildcard on the unit. I think what you must be meaning is using another wildcard from the... But see, you know, my 2 guys up there, the 2 guys that are up there, they're both heroes, and they can't each supply... Oh, sorry, I'm pointing at my own time. But, you know, they can't each supply their own wildcard. Yet, if there was 1 hero there and 1 other unit, you're saying that I could use 1 support mark as a wildcard and 1 hero. You know what I'm saying there. It feels a bit... I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, I don't know what I'm saying. It doesn't sound like it matches up. But maybe you can explain it to me or make me understand. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why am I needing to know this right now. I can do that in the US action phase, Grant. I suppose well, no, I can't garrison these anyway, because these are in the field of fire yellow. That's what I should be looking at. What can I garrison right now? And I mean, another thing here could be I could garrison this hex, so that this guy can move freely away and not have to worry about it. Or, probably more importantly, I could garrison some of the stuff over here so that we can make a move, you know? It's brilliant. The way these games are designed is brilliant, because you've got to make this choice now, and you kind of don't want it, but you've got to do this part of it now, and then, yeah, it's really clever. Really clever. I think I should probably garrison something and keep the one marker left. I don't think I need to keep two of them. But I might look afterwards and say, oh, I wish I'd kept two of them because I could have done with this. So let's garrison something. Am I going to make this move? I think. Well, what was it? Move the tank and then. Well, hang on. Somebody else. Yeah. Hold on a minute here. This guy got dragged across here, didn't he? Yeah, and this is why this undisrupting was cruel. So cruel. So, yeah, I'm not getting the weapons. Can't use a support marker as an extra card from the CC, can you? Don't think that was mentioned, Grant. Because even me moving back into here, the green intense fire, so I can only move into that one hex. I can't even get out of there. That's just Oops. That's an intense brown and intense green. Yeah, of course it is. Would be. Yeah, I really don't know what I can do with this guy apart from diving in there, really. Well, he's this doesn't get doubled, so it's 4, and I've got strength of 6. So even chucking the support marker on to get the extra strength to try and disrupt him doesn't work. But then I'm still sitting in intense green anyway. Yeah, I have no option there but to go in and CC that guy. I don't think. And by the way, that's going to be one action, Grant, so keep that in mind. That tank move is going to be one action up there. That's 2. I want to say that we're going to be up in our... Yeah, we're just about to move our command range up to 2, so all these guys are covered. He's a hero. They're adjacent to a hero. This guy's... Ooh, no. No, because I'm not going to make the attack this turn, am I? I'm just going to move this into position. So I don't think I need any other actions down here. So that's fine. And yeah, I don't need. I just think you should probably garrison there. Yeah. I'm trying to look back here and work this out because... Well, why don't you just garrison there and be done with it? Because you know you're going to move that. I suppose, I mean, you're not going to move that down to here and then stand a chance that I'm not getting any support marker. But that could move up to there to cover that. That's the thing. Yeah. And be safe. So, yeah, I still think you should be garrisoning up there, Grant. Right, let me pause and have a look. I think I'm going to garrison this hex here, because what we're going to do is move that tank to here next in the US action phase, and then move that guy into there, and that leaves that exposed. Okay, it's not in communication, but yeah, we could get the red eye. So, and then next turn I'm going to attempt to barrage that, I think. But why don't you... Yeah, why don't you start moving both two things in, Grant? You know, move the... I don't think that's... Well, it is a coastal position. Oh, right, you know what? Just garrison that, Grant. Right, I think I need to be in communication. Well, establishing a garrison occupied by or adjacent to a US unit in US communication, not in the field of fire, Japanese unit, even if disrupted. That is in the US occupied hex. I can trace communication into there. It's not in a fire hex. Yeah, see, you still not went and looked at what the conditions are for winning this game. I want to say that we're taking over section F here. But that's F12, that's F6. That's F9. There's a bunch of others in here. I know you need to take so many of the positions. It's getting too late now, so let's just go with that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually move. You know, I might move the tank into there, and I might move that unit into there. Right, hang on. If you'd done that, right, that's silly then. You better garrison this hex. Yeah. Let me take that back. I think I'm better putting the garrison in this hex then. Put the artillery destroyed, and oh, red and purple again into that. We can trace communication. Yeah, I think that's better, because then if I move this guy as well, well, if I do move this guy, he's going to go into here. The tank will be in here. He'll be in there, and then, well, you've still got the red eye, but I suppose whatever way, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. Right, I've got one support marker left. Let's leave it at that, and we'll have a wild card of some sorts, or a free action if it comes to it. Right, right, I better keep that beside that. Looks like I'll be making a mess here. There we go. Right, that's, oh no, we're not quite finished yet. That's going to go up to 2 now. We do have this. It's not in the field of fire of any non-disrupted Japanese units, so we're good. So that goes up to 2. So we've got a range up to 2 now, which we had it up to 3 previously, and we were cheating. But there you go. Right, I'll leave that for now. That will be me for the night. Yeah, I feel like that finished on a bit of a high. That close combat was excellent, so that cheered me up. brought me back to some, like, yes, some things do happen. Although, bit of a gamble, wasn't it? But there you go. Okay, I'll get away. No, we're not finished the turn. No, we're going to be moving. Well, actually, I should move the marker. It's way back here, the event phase. We've done all that. That was the US engineer phase. So we are just moving on to the US action phase now. There we go. And I'll get that done maybe tomorrow night when I get finished from work. Or if not, next time I'm free. Okay, cheers.